All right, guys, I want to get this out of the way. So I went through my videos, and I guess I didn't do a very good job of documenting the whole entire build. So let's start with the size. 8-foot 4x8. I used a 3/4 inch plywood. So I cut the whole length of the is 65 inches. The whole length is 65 inches, and I had Home Depot, when I bought the 4x8, I had Home Depot cut it to 21. That way it was a lot more manageable for my table saw, and I cut it down to 20 inches in width. So I'll show a few clips of the build, but I don't have much, to be honest, because I only had a few hours at a time to work on this. I have a day job, you know, Monday to Friday. I get home like around 7, so I'd only do an hour or two of it at a time. So it's a simple drawer setup. I use the heavy duty 500-pound capacity drawer slides. You can get these on Amazon, and I'd say it was cheaper on Amazon. So basically I have this on a drawer slide, right? And I built a box, and this is also on a drawer slide, that right here. So this is the grill. It's nothing fancy about it. It's just it's simple. Of course, I have my fridge and my jackery. So I don't know if you remember the last video. You're probably wondering what this is. I don't know if you remember the last video I had. The last video I had this awning, and it just wasn't working. It wasn't working it was just not doing what I needed. I ended up buying a 9.5-foot patio umbrella. So this is just basically a little bracket I built. I have some leftover plywood, 3/4 inch, made a little rectangle, and put some thread inserts, and bought these thumb screws from Amazon. And not super glue. I used wood glue, pressed it, and then I also screwed it from the inside, from on that side. So this is a lot faster. This is a lot faster than setting up that awning that I had. And we put this here. It locks in, and then unwind, open it. There we go. So I don't know if you can see on camera, but you see how it shades the cooking area, which basically here and here, this is my cutting, my prepping station, my cooking station. That's basically what I need the shade for. So here, just have a towel, just a basic towel holder. I am going to do something within the next few weeks. I have something in my head that I want to add on to this. But here, towel. Here's my little spice rack. Just your basic necessities. Of course, you have I have these holes for my propane, because I only need 2. This locks it, so in case it's windy, it'll keep it from, it'll move the whole thing, but as long as it stays, it's not going anywhere. Here I have my grill, my cast iron grill, and here goes all my utensils, my spatula, just little things. I have some paper, or I'm sorry, some plastic, and plastic forks, plastic spoon, my lighter to ignite the propane. And here, this is a sushi roller. I have my fillet knives, mostly fillet knives. This is for masubi. Yeah, so yeah, mostly that's basically the whole setup. Under here, this is the I raised this by, I want to say, almost 1.5 inches when I mounted it. That way I have a little storage area here, and this works perfect for storing the plates if it's not snagged. Anyways, I normally don't grab it from there. I grab it from the bottom, so I don't know why I even try to do that. But I don't know if you can see, but yeah, these plates, and these are some long plates. These plates are 15 inches by 11. 15 inches by 11. And it fits perfect right there. So honestly, I don't need any more than 2 plates. This is a little extended table that I made, right? It's basic, nothing, it's nothing fancy at all. It's just a sheet of plywood, stained, and put polyurethane on it for some protection. But if you have the F-150, the F-150, the newer ones, they have this little, so the F-150 is supposedly, the tailgate is supposed to be a work truck, so they have these little slots here, and it's made for inserting a clamp, right? Made for inserting a clamp for people out in the workforce. Do that, cut here, whatnot. So that's what it's for. But I don't use that, so I made this little, this is the same thumb screws that are on here. I bought them on Amazon. It came in, I want to say 8 to 10. It could have been 8 in a package, so I had extra. Put a little, so it's this is a 2x4 cut down to a 2 by 1.5, 2 by 1.5, and I just cut it to 12. But the 2 inch by 1.5 is the most important measurement, and then you just want to cut it at an angle, raise it about 1 inch, and that's what slides, just like that. So see, it's nothing simple, or nothing, it's nothing complicated. It's pretty simple. So one goes in one hole, because there's 2 holes, and you see this little lip right here. I kind of have a little bit resting right on that lip. Normally you want to put this on before you pull the drawer slide out. So that's the setup. I had this here recently, but since I put this stripper pole right here, I meant umbrella pole right here, this won't fit anymore. So I don't know, I may not need it. I don't know if I want it. If you're wondering about this, this is it's just a little divider, just so when I have my bait bucket, my 5-gallon buckets, it doesn't slide back and forth. Just keeps it from, you know, that's what this is. What else? Oh, on windy days, have this out. You know, one of the challenges of grilling on the outside when it's windy is that you need something to protect your burners from the wind. So when the wind is coming from this way, normally I try to park the vehicle where the wind is coming towards here or this way. So I just made a little simple Wait, did I do it this way? Yeah. Now these are all leftover wood that I had, so it stays. Normally it stays, but I might add a strip of magnet or something like right here, so it'll hold it a lot better right there, and maybe on the bottom. It's actually not a bad idea. So that keeps the wind, that blocks the wind from affecting your burners. That way your burners are always staying hot and it's not being manipulated by the wind. But other than that, I mean, that's literally the whole setup. Yeah, I have my jackery, the fridge. This is a magnet here. This is one of those magnet strips that you get from Harbor Freight. And when I'm cooking, I would put my knives, and that way I'm not just setting it randomly on the table. This is my trash bag, just a little, you know, just hold my plastic bag right here and dump trash. Normally that's what I would do, but I keep forgetting my trash bags. Other than that, that's the whole setup with the new awning, the new umbrella shade, I don't know what you want to call it. Oh, I did add one more thing to my truck, and it's this rack. I couldn't find one that was cheap enough or that would ship in time, because I'm going on a trip here actually tomorrow, and I needed a basket. I didn't want to pay $150 minimum from Amazon and then also wait on it, so I ended up, I mean, this basket's pretty nice too. It's not bad. It's steel, it's heavy duty. So if you're in the same struggle as I am, go to Harbor Freight and get you one of these. What I did was I omitted the 2-inch hitch insert, female, male, I don't know what you want to call this, but I omitted that. And see how these holes right here, I ended up, so what it does is it brings these two together, and then you're gonna have to drill your own holes. I'll show you. So here you go. These are the stock holes right here. So I drilled 2 more on the outside, and it, oh, and then you're gonna have to get shorter bolts also. I don't know if you can see. So you're gonna have to get shorter bolts. Because the ones that came, the ones that come with the kit, I want to say it's like a 6-inch bolt, because it adds a 2-inch for the 2-inch hitch receiver or male. I don't know what that piece is called, but it's, I mean, it's great. And then of course I just drilled some holes into my I just drilled some holes in this so it'll mount onto my my little rack here. And I mean, it's not sturdy, but that's pretty much it. I'll show some videos of me putting it together or working on it, and other than that, I mean, that's, oh, I guess it would be important for you to know that I have a bolt here, bolt, so I got 2 bolts here, 2 bolts there. Basically I have thread inserts mounted. I drilled holes inside the on the bed, and that's what's holding the whole unit. That's what's holding this whole unit into in this place, because I have aluminum thread inserts that's bolted into the bed itself. And that's probably the biggest thing that you would need. You would need that bolted, or else it's gonna flip on you. I'm only gonna have my my kitchen on this side, on the right side. All right, real quick. This is the bottom part of the drawer slide. So far here's a quick update on the setup. Debating on not putting back, I don't know, I want to upgrade to, this is a 500. I want to upgrade to at least 1,000 or 1,500 jackery. So I haven't even, I'm gonna have a drawer, a face for it. So right now, this is what it's gonna look like. I made little cutouts here, so this is where my propane's gonna go. And underneath here is my cutting board. I'm gonna have a cutting board here. All right, guys, here's the update. I got the main box pretty much. I got the main box pretty much done for how I want it. Added a backing, serves another purpose, so I can have this support this board. I decided to go with having something here because my last one, I didn't have this. I had it on a hinge that folded down so I can rest the propane tank. But I realized in the past when it was windy, I needed something to help block the wind. All right, guys, I hope that answers some of your questions or something you need more measurements. Let me know. I'll shoot them over. Thanks. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.